The most iconic Jordan 1 is back, but in a low top model? Would you believe me if I told you that Spongebob is dropping a sneaker? Literally? Let's get into this week's Gotta Murder. All right, y'all, so we just got in this one, and I definitely been looking forward to getting my hands on a pair of these because I've never owned them, and I think it might be time. And that's the Jordan 1 Low Chicago. Woo! Now, these are coming out on November 15th, guys, and these have only came out, I want to say, one time before that, as a retro. I got them wrapped up like some damn burritos. What? Ooh, chee wally wally, ooh chee bang bang. Woo. So we got the Jordan 1 Low Chicago, set to release on November 15th for $145. The last time we had this thing retro was back in 2016, and then before that, never. So this release in particular for me is definitely probably gonna be a must cop. It is a Jordan 1 Low Chicago. I own, of course, the Lost and Founds. I've owned the 2015 version as well, but not a low top version of the Jordan 1 Low. And maybe you're asking then why own this pair if I already own the high top? Why not? These are shaped more like a Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low, which I just feel is a better overall shape from previous Jordan 1 Lows that we had released in previous years. So they definitely just got the shape overall, the height, and the overall just slant, very, very nice. Now, is this the same as the originals from 1985? That part, I honestly don't know. I actually have owned a pair of those 85 lows, but I don't own them no more. But this pair, for it being the $155 version and not that 85 low version, I'm not mad with this one whatsoever. You got the same wing pattern on the back that is also debossed and texturized with that print. That Nike tag on the tongue also features that big swoosh that kind of looks a lot like the original that had came out. You also have that Nike ear on the inside with the white and red. And the swoosh itself just even looks bigger, like the old school swoosh that we've seen back in the days. Like, to be honest with you guys, I mean, let me just double check, right? This is a Jordan 1 Retro Low OG, right? The reason why I say that, these are shaped like 85's lows. They're shaped a lot like them. The material is not as hard of that leather, that plastic-like type of hard leather that you use, but it's a good leather that I actually prefer a little bit more. The 85 highs are nice, but they take a while to break in and they're a little stiff. These, I'm cool with the leather overall. And the leather itself is pretty typical. It's nothing extra out of the ordinary. The pretty typical Jordan 1 leather that we have been seeing on Jordan 1s of past time. The cuts, the craftsmanship, everything there is nice for the most part. And they come, as you can see, with a black set of laces and then an extra pair of laces right here, which are in white. Now I'm checking to see if there's another set because I'll be honest, like usually it comes with the white, the black, and then like a red. Nah, that's it, that's it. I would have liked the red too, but to be honest, I'm gonna keep the black in, so it really don't even matter. That's just me being extra. The white also pops though, don't get me wrong. I'm definitely gonna drop a full-on in-depth review on this shoe, so stay tuned. Like, this one's gonna be coming out ASAP Rockington, so do not worry. But they did a really good job with the overall shape, the overall quality, the overall materials. I love that the sock liner kind of comes out a little bit like that. You can actually see the black sock liner around the shoe as well. And once again, like I stated before, just the shape, it's nice. Now let's see how these fit sizing wise, right? These are 8.5, standard Jordan 1 sizing, no issue. Yeah, these look nice. I ain't gonna lie. These are straight up Coppingtons. Currently in the secondary market right now, these are going for a little bit above retail, and that is on all sizes. Even on 8.5 is going for 180. So that's letting me know that these are probably going to perform fairly well in the secondary market. Now there is a couple of weeks out. It's on the 15th. We're still in that first week, so next week these will be dropping, but I still think that these will do pretty good for the most part. Jordan 1s have pretty much flatline. They go for below retail. Now, when it comes to that OG colorway, something like this, you kind of have a hit or miss, and especially when it comes to a low top model. But this is the Chicago 1. This is literally it. And we're in the 40th year anniversary of the Jordan 1, let's not forget. We had the bread drop, and we have another bread dropping later on this year. But supposedly that pair is going to be extremely limited to the point that if you didn't get the first pair, you damn sure not getting the second pair. Well, the Chicago, the original Dundada, the pair that probably should have released this year, is actually coming out in the low top. So what's going to happen is all eyes that were on breads are going to come to the next best thing, being this guy right here. So with that said, I would not be surprised if we see these guys right here fly off the shelf. But overall, man, these are solid. The quality of the material, everything, I like these a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. They're very nice. They're very clean. They have a nice shape overall. If you like them, you're definitely going to love them. And we're going to be dropping a review on these ASAP Rocky. Now, we got something else in the building. Something a little bit different that, you see that right there? you might not even know these released. You might not even know about these releasing. But when I saw these, I had to talk about them. Adidas and SpongeBob are collaborating, and these are the SpongeBob Freeze-Its. These are literally SpongeBob's sneakers. Oh my God. First off, just check out the box, okay? You got SpongeBob's home in an Adidas box with the 3 stripes. You got the logo right here, Stan Smith, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob Freeze-Its. You got the Adidas logo, SpongeBob. You open this bad boy up, and you got the Stan Smith Freeze-Its. Now, I know these are crazy. Tony, what the hell are you doing? What is wrong with you, bro? You tap dancing? Like, the hell you got going on, man? You about to sing a jingle? You about to flip some Krabby Patties? I might be doing some Krabby Patties. I ain't gonna lie to you. These though, right here, I actually do like a lot. I don't know what it is about it. I'm a big fan of SpongeBob first and foremost. SpongeBob, if you guys don't know, he wears his little black tennis shoes or black boots, whatever. I mean, they made it into an Adidas Stan Smith pretty much. They even got the little white marker here to give you that little shine and reflection that you see when he's wearing his shoes on the cartoon. But they made it into a Stan Smith, a shoe that I already love, but the Stan Smith Freeze-It features this outsole that's kind of more rugged and almost gives it a little bit of a dress up type of vibe. Like, that's been one of the reasons why I kind of liked this shoe, is because I saw it as something I could potentially wear and dress up. Now, little white marks on here definitely kind of throw it off, but once you understand what they are meant for, that's where it makes sense. So I understand that, and I'm not mad about that. But the shoe itself, it looks like it has this really nice black shined, I guess you could say like a patent leather look, and I like these a lot. These are clean, man. Overall, these are clean. Am I gonna pick these up? I'm still on the fence, because I'm gonna be 1,000. Like, these are pretty fire, and it wasn't on my bingo card, but they're here, and I'm thinking about it. Now, the shoe itself is a full-on tribute to SpongeBob first and foremost. You got the logo right here, his face on the actual tongue itself. Check it out. You also got SpongeBob SquarePants on the inside. And then on this pair, you have Adidas Stan Smith, but it's in like the SpongeBob logo, or font, I would say, on the inside. The insoles are of a leather material. The laces come standard with white, but you also got little tips on the end that are like his socks. So you check that out. You got the sock, like lace tips. Now, these also come with 2 additional sets of laces, which are in black and in red. So you got those as well, but we gotta keep the standard. You gotta keep the white laces to make them pop. For the socks, it's for the socks and all that, so everything pops. The box on the inside is like his house on the inside, which is pretty dope. So you got the little netting, and then you got the little walls right here with the bamboo walls going on. And then last but not least, they just threw in something crazy, and that's SpongeBob's driver's license. I mean, come on, man. Bikini Bottom, driver license rejected, SpongeBob, it don't get no better than that. So you got that on the front. On the back, you got that little collaboration. I love this overall package. They did a fantastic job and knocked this one out the park. Now, I know a lot of people are not gonna like this. This is more of a niche thing, but if you are a fan of SpongeBob, I could definitely see SpongeBob collectors getting involved on this one, and it's a potential that I may jump and do the same. If you wanna see a review on this sneaker, a full-on review, let me know, okay? We might make it happen, I don't know. But I'm gonna definitely talk about it, do a YouTube short, because this is definitely a fascinating sneaker and a very fascinating collab. And SpongeBob is generational, bro. From Gen Alpha to Gen Z to millennials to even some Gen X out there. Like, SpongeBob has been around, bro. Like, he is loved by everybody. SpongeBob is the biggest cartoon of all time. I'm gonna say it straight up. I'm just gonna say it. Now, that doesn't mean that the shoes cannot be disliked. I understand, but they're all black Stan Smiths, and they got a little shine. Like, they clean. I like them. Retail's $140. Release date is November 15th. And from what I'm seeing, Soul Play, they're getting some of these in, but it's very, very limited. So I don't know if this is limited for their store in particular, or if this is gonna be a more limited release in general, but keep your eyes and ears peeled to that, because it could be possible that this is a little bit harder to get than you think. So keep that in mind. I love y'all, I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. I'm out.